Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man, especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you. We need strong men out there.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Lamont Tyson back in the building to give you guys a weekend review in politics. This is going to be an absolutely nutso show because so many things happened this week. Some that'll make you laugh, like Druski doing his best Erica Kirk impression, looking like he is the best white-faced female I have seen since the Wayans brothers. Literally, since the Wayans brothers, he is the best white-faced dressed woman I've ever seen. However, I would beg to argue that while Druski nailed Erica Kirk, he also looked like a blonde version of Sarah Huckabee Sanders. And what the hell kind of name is Huckabee? I'm not even going to go there because this video ain't about her. It's about the nutso things that happened this week. So we got Druski with his skit. We'll get to that. We've got, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not making this up, a white MAGA male had some Hispanics working on his roof. It was going to cost him $10,000. And guess what he did before they could finish? Like right at the very end when they were done, this dumbass, hateful, no humanity called ICE to come get him. Did ICE get him? What you think? We've also got the My Pillow guy. And I can't wait to talk junk about him because I hate him as much as I hate Trump and his crooked ass and what happened to him. And we've also got some things going on in CPAC, a place that is ripe with Republicans chanting impeach Trump. All that and so much more starts right now. Lamont Tyson, Politics of Being Black in America. Let's get it.
I'm up early for the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month. I got that full. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.
Please subscribe, everybody. I don't know if you've heard, but progressive voices are getting suppressed. Make sure you turn on your notifications because I drop shorts. I drop the best in shorts you'll find every day. For those of you that don't like going to Instagram and TikTok, I try to curate the best progressive voices here on my YouTube shorts. And I'm being suppressed because of some dumbasses, but it's coming off and other progressives are being suppressed. So make sure you turn on my notifications. If you've been following me for movie and TV show reviews, I've moved that to a different channel to try not to mess up the algorithm. You can find it right here. Link is in the video description. Movie and TV breakdowns. And of course, you are in the building with me on my Politics of Being Black, Lamont Tyson show. Let's just dive on into it, ladies and gentlemen. So the biggest thing that went viral this week is my boy Druski released the skit. And man, did he drag Erica Kirk's ass. I mean, that shit was funny as hell. And of course, I have it so that we can watch. Let's take a look.
Oh, I am willing to bet that Erica Kirk is pissed about the new skit that Druski just released. Can't nobody say that this man is not funny. And I fear Druski ate. The first part of this skit, he shows up with the sparklers in that all-white outfit. Let me tell you, he got to look right all the way from the hair on her head to the shoes on her feet. Stop. Then the devil stare that nobody can forget. And once again, I fear Druski ate. Then he goes into the weird, awkward scenes where it always feels like she's making herself look like she's crying. And no, he couldn't forget the hand gesture, because she never fails to do this after she gets done looking like she's about to cry. And then throwing his twist on Erica Kirk's weird speeches that just never land right. I just know Erica Kirk right now is sitting back looking at this skit with those devilish eyes. She is so mad about this. Because I'm afraid that Druski didn't miss one time with his representations of Erica Kirk. But y'all, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
Oh my God. Before we talk about how he did it and what it looked like, you got to let me know, did he do a better job than the Wayans brothers dressing like white people, putting on whiteface? And I can hear MAGA right now. well, if we would have put on blackface, y'all would have a problem. You're damn right we would have a problem. Y'all enslaved us. We didn't enslave y'all cracker asses. And the other problem I want you guys to let me know is, does he look more like Erica Kirk, or does he look like Huckabee Sanders' blonde sister? Let me know in the comments below. So this skit has been making the rounds. Druski is such a talented performer. He's funny. He's been blowing up all over the place. And I guarantee y'all, Trump and all the MAGA was somewhere laughing at this. They won't admit it, but they were somewhere laughing at this. They had them a good old time, because we know what the deal is with Erica Kirk. We know what the deal is with her. This woman lost her husband tragically. Everybody on the Democratic side was sad about the way he died. Not what he stood for, but the way he died. We didn't want to see nobody die like that. Nobody want that. If that would have happened to your spouse, would you all be able to recover as quickly as Erica Kirk did? She's out here running around like she's the Cartoon Express, going from city to city, like she's on tour with WWE. And she is able to spice up these crocodile tears from hell. She's able to do this shit right here and start pointing up to her God. And ladies and gentlemen, it's an act. I ain't never seen a woman who lost a husband that tragically recover that fast, especially with a bunch of people like MAGA. That is not the kind of community that's going to help you heal. But word on the street is JD Jess Vance. Word on the street is might be a little something going on between him and the part of him that likes women and Erica Kirk. But at the end of the day, we can't, solidify that information. We don't know. But what we do know is he's been missing. Erica ain't been spotted in a little bit. And Druski pops out with this rendition of her, and we'll see what the response is. I'm sure every MAGA woman in America is having a heart attack clutching their pearls. Because if y'all remember when Barack Obama wore a tan suit, Fox News nearly had an avalanche eruption that we haven't seen since Mount Helena. The shit was off the chart. They was just blaming this man of no decorum. Basically, they did everything but say he's a nigga. That's all they did with Barack Obama. So with this and Druski, I'm sure they're going to take it to task. But MAGA women make me sick because they so disrespect the women who paved the way so that they can be doing what they're doing. So that Erica Kirk could have a voice outside her husband. So that Erica Kirk could vote without her husband. So that Erica Kirk could get a credit card without her husband. And you guys in that MAGA women's sphere stump for these men that you're protecting who are pedophiles. You're pedophile protectors. Not only that, but you're stupid because these men are actively trying to roll back your rights, and you are out here Christian signaling to help them do it. So I just laugh at Druski and Erica Kirk. And you know what, folks? MAGA definitely deserve all the egg on their face for the way they was able to manipulate so many people in the United States. Moving right along, we'll get past Erica Kirk. And we've got some other folks that have been behaving badly this week. Let's get on to not my guy, but he's somebody's guy, Mike Lindell. Let me show you his picture. This is the My Pillow guy. And do you guys remember how far up Trump's butt he was? He was so far up there, I'm surprised his face ain't black and brown. And then Trump dropped his ass like a bad habit. He dropped him like a cold in the summer. He dropped him like a crackhead drops a pipe because Mike Lindell made him mad. And the thing is, Mike Lindell was his biggest cheerleader. His biggest cheerleader. Well, birds of a feather flock together. Scammers under the scanner live together. So this scammer who sells pillows got served court papers on live TV. I can't make this stuff up. Take a look.
Into our country, most of them break a law within the first 3 months. Most of them, we're on TV here, please. We're on TV, please. We're on TV, please. Okay, we're on TV, please. We're on TV, please. Okay, we're on TV, please.
What are you serving him with?
We're on TV, please. We're on TV, please.
What are you serving him with?
I'm not accepting.
What are you trying to serve him, ma'am?
We're on TV, please.
Yeah.
We're on TV, please. Okay.
Oh my God. This happened this week, folks. You can't make this stuff up. The reporter started getting a hard on because he wanted to know what he was being served. And you saw how Mike Lindell kept spacing there. I want to know what he's being served for, too. Most likely, ladies and gentlemen, this man runs his business the same way Trump does. He don't like to pay nobody. And it got so bad with him, he's been banned off all the social media networks. Now, you know that's bad if they let Trump back into social media and they ain't let him back. He started his own network. It started going bankrupt. But more importantly, I hope y'all not sleeping on none of his damn pillows because your face might start looking like Beetlejuice from allergic reactions. This man is in tatters. This man is nuts. He kind of reminds me of Paul Bearer that used to be with The Undertaker to some degree. And he thought that Trump was going to allow him to get away with breaking the law with impunity for as long as he could. And as you can see, anybody that gets in Trump's orbit, the minute you pull your butt out of his hind parts to get some air, he lets you go. And that is this guy, Mike Lindell. And so I don't know what that servant's was, but I can tell you this, that probably wasn't the first one he got this week. It probably wasn't the first one he got this week. And that reporter is probably not even a real reporter. That's probably somebody he's got on payroll to try to keep an image. And I want to know who's buying these pillows. Who's buying these pillows? Who is buying his pillows? I guarantee you that toupee on his head is softer than the shit he put in his pillows. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think about Mr. Nutty Lindell, who never buy his pillows, folks. He's trash. Now, let's talk about CPAC, the Republicans' big convention, where they have all the people come see all the heavy hitters that support Republicans and MAGA. Well, let me tell you what happened this week with this CPAC event. We had several people that went to this event and they were screaming, "Impeach dear leader Trump." I can't make it up, but I can show it to you. Take a look.
How many of you would like to see impeachment hearings? No. That was the wrong answer. Let me try it again. How many of you would like to see impeachment hearings? No.
Folks, look, now has never been a better time to be a YouTuber doing politics. Never been a better time. And that's not what you want to hear. You want to hear politics being boring. You want to hear things being progressed for the greater majority of all the people, not just the billionaire oligarchs. You don't want this to be a damn entertainment center like it's reality TV, because what they're doing is playing with people's lives. They're playing with people's lives. Like they done tried to do a budget to get TSA funded 8 times, it's failed. But ICE is still running around here and their asses ain't nowhere near the border. They everywhere else but the border wreaking havoc. And so the frustration is coming out from the American people. So much so that people at CPAC, ladies and gentlemen, are screaming, "Impeach Trump." Now, do I believe in that? Absolutely not. Because keep in mind, your asses still showed up to the CPAC. Like, if you really want to be against what MAGA is doing, why are you going to CPAC? So maybe, and you can always just go to a rally to vent your frustration. Maybe they think that being at CPAC will get their frustrations to Trump's ear. No, it won't. Because at the end of the day, I do not believe that these people will turn on Trump until I see it at the ballot box. Now, thank goodness, across the nation, since Trump took office, 90% of almost all races where Democrats participated in, they have won. And I mean, I'm talking places like deep red states where the red is so red is purple. I'm talking places like that. Alabama, Mississippi, Wyoming. They've been winning. Democrats have actually been winning. Florida, just this week, in Trump's own district in Florida, a Democrat won. And not only did this Democrat win, she won by about 5 points. So maybe some of these people are mad, but typically when these Republican folks get mad that they don't get their way, they don't flip the vote for Democrats. They just don't show up. And with everything Trump is putting in front of the American people, with this SAVE Act that he's trying to pull off, and how American people on the surface think, well, I just need to show up with an ID. He's making you want more than an ID. He wants you to come with a passport, birth certificate, all kinds of bull jive. And a lot of Black people don't have access to those things because their name on a birth certificate is not the same as their name now. And a lot of us don't know that. A lot of our old head grandmas that was born prior to 1950 would get born without a birth certificate. How they gonna vote with these rules they're trying to make? You've been paying taxes your whole life and it was never a problem. And now you want to make it a problem all of a sudden. It's called cheating, ladies and gentlemen. And nobody does it better than the Republicans. And at some point in time, Democrats are going to have to shut it down because, like I said, I don't trust MAGA. They scream and impeach because they didn't want any wars. It was supposed to be in America first. Somehow or another, they forgot that Trump is a con man. I don't know why they thought he wouldn't con them, but con man doesn't mean con a few. It means I'll con any man and woman I can. And that's what he's did. If you don't have no money for Trump, he don't want to deal with you. He just wants you to give his vote so he can have the power. But y'all fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Let's hope you don't do it again. Stay home, MAGA. Stay home. Let the Democrats do the best they can to try to fix this mess, and we'll see where it goes from there. Last but definitely not least, another kind of fissure going on. Well, it's not even a fissure. This is actually someone of integrity holding other people's feet to the fire. There was a hearing that went on where a senator was grilling these women that are about to be up for judgeships. And to this day, these women still can't say that Biden won the election fair and square. Don't believe me? Take a look.
I hope you realize how ridiculous the four of you look, spouting these preposterous, canned answers in a forum in which A, you're supposed to tell the truth, and B, you're supposed to demonstrate the judicial capacity to make independent, factual decisions in hard cases. If you can't even sit here and say that Joe Biden won that election or that the Capitol was attacked, what's left? What's left if a hard case comes your way as a judge, and let's say the Trump administration is bearing down on that? Why would we ever believe that you would give the litigants a fair hearing and a fair decision if the executive branch was leaning in on you when we can't get a reasonable answer out of any of you? I'm really sorry to have to go through this and that you have to go through this. But it would be nice if you could tell your executive branch handlers, I don't need to make myself ridiculous at your direction. It'd be great if you could have said that. It would be great if your answers were simple and honest here today. It's really disappointing.
Bruh. You're never going to get no serious answers out of MAGA, ladies and gentlemen. You never are going to get serious answers out of MAGA because they are so robotic and they always like to run their mouth about everybody else being robotic. It's just ridiculous. You are getting ready to become a judge. You're getting ready to become a judge for the United States of America. That's what you're about to do. And you, to this day, still cannot, with good faith, say Joe Biden won the election. And if you can't do that for the truth, why should people believe that you can truthfully make a sound decision about somebody's life, ladies and gentlemen? These people don't understand they are playing with folks' lives. And when you are that in the tank, there should be a rule where you're automatically disqualified. As a matter of fact, we need to have rules across the board for every politician that if you categorically go against something that is fact, like you don't give a damn, you're either gonna lie or you don't have the knowledge to know something is a fact, you should be disqualified. You should be automatically disqualified. Because right now we're living in an age where people on social media who do not have any special skills and a lot of shit that they be talking about are giving people informed information that is fake. Remember fake news, Kellyanne Conway? That's what people are getting from the podcast bros. I'll never forget, who was it? Aaron Rodgers talking about use ivermectin for COVID. Come on, man. I mean, use ivermectin to throw a football better, Aaron. Or what was there talking? It was something running on one of those podcast bros shows that the earth was flat. And then same dude went on to run for a congressional office somewhere. Thank God his ass lost. But we've got those kind of people who are trying to call shots. Folks, we can't have that. We can't have that. Because if we're just going to live in somebody's menagerie, somebody's bubble, where there's no such thing as truth, how does anything survive? Like, there's really no law and order if anybody who's in an authority position can believe what they want to believe in any given moment. There is no real deal law, order, fact, truth, or anything. It's just however they feel that day, just make up some shit. And or if they are being backed by someone who has an ulterior motive, then you'll go with them. We've got to stop this, man. And when the Democrats get power, they have got to put things in place that have teeth to stop this kind of stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Now, I did say that was the last story, but I was wrong. How could I forget one of the sorriest human beings on planet Earth? This guy got his roof done. And on the last day, when the last shingle was put up, he calls ICE to nab these guys. I mean, just a bait and switch, a honey trap, a speed trap, a white cracker trash trap. My Hispanics that voted for Trump, I don't want to be on y'all's back too hard, but you got to let this I voted for Trump because of Christian values shit go. Is this what you call Christian values? Take a look.
Nos cayó la pinche ley, valió madre. Nos rodearon.
Ladies and gentlemen, that person is as low as his role model, Trump. That person, I guarantee you, that homeowner probably wears a Christian flag, probably has an American flag, probably has the "Don't Dread on Me" stuff on his car, probably even goes to church every Sunday. But you stiff these contractors. And who else stiffs contractors, ladies and gentlemen? Trump. Who wants to be like Trump in America? Pretty much every MAGA white guy. Because they believe in that bull job that they get pumped from the brosphere, from the social media influencers, from Trump himself. They want to be able to do what Trump does, and this is leading to this stupid type of behavior. I hope this guy roof shingles one day when he's getting ready to walk outside. I hope they all fall on his head. His home should never let him rest. It needs to start leaking tomorrow because this is just as low as Trump, just as low. And it just frustrates me that you don't have enough humanity to hell. If you didn't have to call them, why don't you call a white dude or somebody else to do it? Why you call them? This was premeditated. He knew he was going to do it. And something that tells you how dumb he is, most people use their insurance to pay for their roof. But hey, I guess I can't say nothing. I'm not smart. I'm the dumb one. Because if I was really smart, I would save my $1,000 for what it would cost to get the roof done, paying the insurance, and just call ICE. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. These people are doing jobs that you white dudes don't want to do. You white dudes want DEI, didn't earn it. That's what y'all want. And y'all are so frustrated that Black people and other minorities are catching up in education and getting the good jobs that you cheer on stuff like this. Again, this was nowhere near the border. This was in Maryland. ICE is everywhere but the damn border they're supposed to be at. And so I have no well wishes for this dude. If he was an ant that's on fire, I wouldn't piss on him, nor would I blow wind on him. No, you're just going to burn up because that is heinous, people. And I guarantee you, if Trump and MAGA have seen this video, It was a full-fledged circle jerk going on in the White House. Post your comments, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think. I am frustrated at this week of politics, which pretty much every week I wake up frustrated because you just never know what you're going to get. Stories I didn't cover this week. Stock market took a pretty good nosedive this week because of everything going on with that war. I guess Trump thought that what happened in the beginning of the week when he said that he was going to push back, destroying Iran's nuclear facilities for energy, that made the markets go up. He came out and did that again yesterday, and it didn't do anything but make the markets go down. We had that story going on. We had more fallout from the Epstein files. That's what they're really trying to get you to avoid. We cannot let that go. And friends and family, please, please turn on notifications for me and all your progressive folks you follow, because they don't want us. It's a sad thing in America when coming out telling the truth is a bad thing. When they're trying to reward you for being a shiesty criminal liar, I believe that that's another weed out process. They want you to be a shiesty criminal liar. So if you can't do their bidding, they can hang it over your head, send you to jail if they want to, or use you however they might need to. That's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications. If you're following me for movie and TV shows like The Pit, that's the new channel, Movie and TV Breakdowns. You are here with this current channel, and I love having you guys here. You guys have really been helping me get through some hard times. It's hard times with politics, hard time with the financial areas, and I'm thankful that you all are doing a good job of coming together in some community that still believes in fact, science, and what can help everybody, and that's what you get here in this safe space. And until that next Sexy as Hell video, I am out.
Somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body. Somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body. Somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body.